Hey guys, Faye here. Today we are going to discuss the importance of grounding yourself. And what grounding yourself is reinforcing your connection with nature. So essentially what you're doing is you're pushing all of that negative energy out and you're letting that positive energy in. And this is something that is not only important for your magic practice, but also your everyday life as well. Now, me personally, I ground myself before every spell or ritual. I ground myself before bed. I ground myself after I wake up, after every spell and ritual, when I'm stressed out. It's something that I've done so often for so long that it's become second nature to me, and it's an everyday practice. Now, there are so many different ways to do this. Some people do drum lines, some people meditate, which is something that unfortunately I can never get my mind to stop moving enough to be able to meditate or to focus for long enough to even get into that relaxed state with meditation, at least in the most common ways of doing it. And so what I do is I lie myself on the ground, I lie flat. And I put my hands flat on the floor and my feet flat on the floor. I close my eyes. I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. I know, yes, this is technically meditation, but it's a different scenario. It's a different way of it. What I do is I feel that energy. I ball that energy up in my chest and I ball it all up and all it up. If I'm angry at something, I focus on it and I pull it until I can feel it in my chest and I push it out of my arms and my legs. I feel that energy flow into the ground, into the earth, out of my body. And you'd be surprised at how much it helps. And then I recharge by pulling it back in. Preferably, I like to do this outside. I like to draw from the sun or the moon. For example, during the daytime, after I ground myself, and I tend to do it outside on the grass, on the ground. I will stand up. I will put my feet straight on the ground, my legs separate a little, and I'll put my arms right up to the sky, and I'll close my eyes, and I'll look up, and I'll feel that energy from the sun, and I'll soak it into me. And I do the same with the moon as well. It's not the same. It's a lot easier for me, I guess, to do with the sun. It's a little hard to explain, but that's how I do it. And I do it, like I said, almost every single day. At night, I don't quite go outside. I tend to do it on my bedroom floor, but it's still effective. I tend to sleep better on nights that I ground myself. Obviously, I have to ground myself, and everybody should ground themselves before any kind of ritual. You have to have that center, that medium. You have to have that negative energy gone. That positive energy in to have the most effect out of your spells, out of your work. And you got to push out whatever is left at the end. You don't need that extra energy. And definitely, if it was any spell trying to focus on a negative situation in your life that you're trying to fix, you want to push that out. And it keeps you centered, and it keeps you better. It makes you feel better. It keeps your chakras aligned. Almost like replacing the pH balance in your skin or hair. But a lot of people do many different forms as well. For example, I have a girlfriend of mine, she colors. She uses those adult coloring books. And what she says that she does, she pushes that negative energy out while coloring, and it pulls back in that meditative trance, that focus that she has on it, because it is kind of like a trance. I myself enjoy doing it as well. And you do get into that trance-like state. So the whole point of all of this is that you have to keep your energy focused. You have to keep yourself centered and grounded. You have to make sure that everything is moving smooth for you as much as you can in life, because life is hard. It doesn't matter what age you are, what you're going through. You could have $1 billion in the bank, but you've still got stresses, just like the guy who's living on the street. So to keep yourself grounded and centered really helps you think clearly, it helps you work clearly, and it keeps everything in perspective. Thank you very much for listening. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment, share this video if you'd like, and merry part and blessed be.